Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Big breaking news coming from WWE Monday Night Raw. It seems to be that, WWE isn't really going with the suspense that they have done in the past with the WWE Hall of Fame announcements. I know that they leaked out that the Macho Man Randy Savage was going to be announced so that way TMZ would be able to run a story, which did give it a legitimate buzz that day. But basically, I'm a big fan of sitting down to watching Monday Night Raw and then, just at some sporadic time throughout the show, up comes the WWE Hall of Fame announcement, almost like it was WWE breaking news live on the show while it's going down. I know that Larry Zbyszko was a guy that was named, there's rumored to be going into the WWE Hall of Fame a few weeks ago. I listened to the MLW podcast, with one of the co-hosts is MSL, along with Conan and Court Bauer. MSL is a great friend, actually a former tag team championship partner of Larry Zbyszko down in Florida, and he had gone to the point of basically thinking that Larry Zbyszko was going to go in there, and because the rumor died after about 2 weeks, thinking of the fact that Larry Zbyszko wasn't going to be going in, he went on the record of saying Larry Zbyszko was actually calling people and placing bets against the fact that he was going into the WWE Hall of Fame, where basically he would be excited if he was going to be going into the Hall of Fame, but he would be kind of mad because he had placed these bets against himself, saying that he wouldn't go in. Larry Zbyszko, I think as most people are going to remember him, just like I did, was just as a wrestling commentator for WCW Monday Nitro, as well as Thunder and the pay-per-views. He had a feud. He was one of the WCW guys to stand up against the NWO, saying how bad these guys were. They actually had a match at Starrcade, which wasn't good. I believe it was refereed by Bret the Hitman Hart against Scott Hall. Scott Hall and Larry Zbyszko actually, even though they were on-screen rivals, were great friends going back in the day. And Scott Hall actually said that it was an honor for him to do the job for Zbyszko in order to get that over. I believe the stipulation on that match was that if the NWO Scott Hall got the win over Larry Zbyszko, WCW Monday Nitro would turn into NWO Nitro. I don't know what they would have done with that. You've probably gone in the past and on the WWE Network and looked up the NWO Sold Out pay-per-view, the very first one from Milwaukee, which was supposed to be ran by the NWO. The NWO pulled up to the show on the back of dump trucks. Not even dump trucks, the guys who come pick up your trash. Those kind of dumpsters, and basically they all jumped off and they all went into the show. There's good and there's bad to that show. There's a horrible ladder match between Eddie Guerrero and Syxx, where the ladder is very rarely used, but they ended up not doing it. They actually did a tester run of an NWO show, I believe, on Saturday night one week, which was, I believe, commentated by Ted DiBiase and Kevin Nash, and it basically was like Kevin Nash's comedy hour. The wrestling on it was very bad. You had Nick Patrick wrestling in a mask. I apologize, refereeing in a mask that was out there. But, there's a lot of history that goes along with Larry Zbyszko. He wrestled in a very big match back in the day against Bruno Sammartino, who will more than likely be doing the induction for him. They wrestled at Shea Stadium in one of the very, very famous wrestling shows there. So Larry's always been looked at as a living legend. Now he finally gets to have the accomplishment to go with him, that he is a WWE Hall of Famer. I'm sure that he's going to be very excited to go in, and hopefully we'll get a great speech from this guy at the Wrestlemania Hall of Fame.